To address the issue of material costs exceeding revenue, firstly, investigate material consumption. Review all material requisitions to identify any unusual patterns or large orders that don't seem to align with completed projects. Check if there are discrepancies between the materials ordered and those actually used on job sites. Look for instances where materials might have been ordered but not properly accounted for in project documentation. Conduct spot checks on work orders, randomly inspecting them to compare the materials used to what was charged to the customer. This will help identify any discrepancies in billing or potential misuse of materials. Implement a material tracking system to establish a process for documenting the usage of materials, including quantities and locations. This system should track materials from the point of purchase to their final use on a project, providing a clear audit trail. Secondly, review material ordering practices. Optimize ordering frequency to ensure that materials are ordered as often as necessary to minimize waste and overstocking. This involves analyzing project schedules and material requirements to determine the optimal ordering intervals. Negotiate better prices with suppliers to seek discounts and competitive pricing. This could involve comparing prices for multiple suppliers and leveraging your purchasing volume to negotiate better deals. Consider bulk discounts. Explore the cost-effectiveness of ordering larger quantities to receive price breaks. Evaluate whether the savings from bulk discounts outweigh the costs of storage and potential waste. Thirdly, improve inventory management. Conduct regular inventory audits to perform periodic counts to ensure accuracy and minimize shrinkage. This will help identify any discrepancies between the physical inventory and the recorded inventory, and address any potential theft or loss. Implement a first-in, first-out system, also known as FIFO, to use older inventory first to prevent spoilage or deterioration. This is particularly important for materials with expiration dates or that are susceptible to damage. Establish reorder points to determine minimum inventory levels and trigger reorders when necessary. This will help prevent stockouts while minimizing the amount of inventory on hand. Fourthly, address employee behavior. Enhance training by providing clear instructions on material usage and wastage prevention to employees. This training should cover topics such as proper handling of materials, minimizing waste, and following inventory procedures. Encourage accountability, holding employees responsible for their use of materials. This could involve implementing a system for tracking material usage by individual employees or teams. Consider incentives to reward employees who demonstrate efficient material management practices. This could involve offering bonuses or other rewards for reducing material waste or improving inventory accuracy. Other considerations include reviewing your markup strategy. While increasing the material markup may help address the immediate problem, it's important to ensure that it doesn't become excessive or deter customers. Analyze labor efficiency. If labor costs are high compared to material costs, it may suggest inefficiencies in work processes or equipment. Identify areas where work processes can be streamlined or where more efficient equipment can be used. Seek professional advice. Consider consulting with an accountant or industry expert to help identify potential areas of improvement and implement solutions. An outside perspective can often provide valuable insights and recommendations. Implementing a robust material management system requires a multifaceted approach. Start by thoroughly investigating current material consumption patterns. Scrutinize material requisitions for anomalies, ensuring that ordered quantities align with project needs and that there are no unexplained surges in material demand. Compare material orders against actual usage records. Look for instances where ordered materials do not correspond with documented project applications. This comparison can unveil discrepancies such as materials being ordered for projects where they were not ultimately used or materials being used in excess of what was specified in project plans. Conduct spot checks on work orders to verify the accuracy of material charges. Select work orders randomly and meticulously compare the listed materials with the materials physically used in the job site. This process can uncover discrepancies arising from inaccurate billing, material substitutions without proper documentation, or even potential misuse of materials. Implement a comprehensive material tracking system. This system should meticulously document the entire life cycle of materials from the moment they are purchased to their final application on a project. The tracking system should record quantities, locations, and usage details for each material, creating a clear audit trail. This system should also integrate with project management software to ensure that material usage is accurately linked to specific projects. Next, evaluate and optimize material ordering practices. Refine ordering frequency to minimize waste and avoid overstocking. Analyze project schedules, material requirements, and lead times to determine the most efficient ordering intervals. Aim to order materials just in time to meet project demands, avoiding excessive stockpiles that can lead to damage, obsolescence, or theft. Negotiate favorable prices with suppliers to reduce material costs. Regularly compare prices from different suppliers, leveraging your purchasing volume to negotiate discounts and competitive rates. Building strong relationships with key suppliers can often result in preferential pricing and access to special offers. Evaluate the feasibility of bulk discounts. Determine whether ordering larger quantities of materials to secure price breaks is cost-effective. Carefully consider the storage costs, potential for waste, and the time value of money when assessing the benefits of bulk discounts. Ensure that the savings from bulk purchases outweigh any associated risks. Enhance inventory management practices. Perform regular inventory audits to maintain accurate records and minimize shrinkage. Conduct periodic physical counts of all materials in stock, comparing the results against the recorded inventory. Investigate any discrepancies to identify potential sources of error, loss, or theft. Implement a first-in, first-out system to prevent spoilage and deterioration. Use older inventory before newer inventory to minimize the risk of materials becoming obsolete, damaged, or unusable. This is especially crucial for perishable materials with expiration dates. Establish reorder points to trigger timely replenishment of stock. Determine the minimum inventory levels for each material and set reorder points that trigger automatic purchase orders when stock falls below these levels. This ensures that you always have sufficient materials on hand to meet project demands without holding excessive inventory. Address employee behavior related to material usage. Provide comprehensive training on proper material handling and wastage prevention. Educate employees on the importance of minimizing waste, using materials efficiently, and following established inventory procedures. Implement accountability measures to ensure responsible material usage. Hold employees accountable for the materials they use on each project. This can involve tracking material usage by individual employees or teams and implementing a system for reporting and investigating any discrepancies. Consider offering incentives to reward efficient material management practices. Recognize and reward employees who consistently demonstrate efficient material usage, minimize waste, and adhere to inventory procedures. This can motivate employees to take ownership of material management and contribute to cost savings. Conduct a thorough review of your markup strategy. While increasing the material markup can provide a temporary solution, ensure that it remains competitive and does not deter customers. Analyze market prices and competitor markups to ensure that your pricing remains attractive while still covering costs and generating a reasonable profit margin. Evaluate labor efficiency in relation to material costs. If labor costs are disproportionately high compared to material costs, it may indicate inefficiencies in work processes or equipment. Investigate work processes to identify bottlenecks, redundancies, or areas where improvements can be made. Consider investing in more efficient equipment or tools to reduce labor hours and improve overall productivity. Seek professional guidance from accountants or industry experts. Engage with professionals who can provide an objective assessment of your material management practices and identify opportunities for improvement. They can offer tailored recommendations based on your specific business needs and help you implement effective solutions. In summary, addressing the issue of excessive material costs requires a detailed, systematic approach. Firstly, meticulously investigate material consumption patterns to identify any anomalies or areas of concern. Secondly, optimize material ordering practices to minimize waste and secure the best possible prices. Thirdly, implement robust inventory management procedures to maintain accurate records and prevent shrinkage. Fourthly, address employee behavior by providing training, promoting accountability, and offering incentives for efficient material usage. Furthermore, regularly review your markup strategy, evaluate labor efficiency, and seek professional guidance when needed. By implementing these measures, you can gain control over your material costs, improve your profitability, and ensure the long-term success of your business. To reiterate, the following steps are essential. Firstly, conduct a thorough investigation of material consumption. This involves carefully examining material requisitions, comparing material orders to actual usage, and conducting spot checks on work orders. The goal is to identify any discrepancies, anomalies, or potential sources of waste or misuse. Secondly, optimize material ordering practices. This includes refining ordering frequency to minimize waste and avoid overstocking, negotiating better prices with suppliers, and evaluating the cost-effectiveness of bulk discounts. The aim is to secure the best possible prices while minimizing the risk of waste or obsolescence. Thirdly, improve inventory management. This involves conducting regular inventory audits, implementing a first-in, first-out system, and establishing reorder points. The objective is to maintain accurate inventory records, prevent spoilage or deterioration, and ensure that you always have sufficient materials on hand to meet project demands. Fourthly, address employee behavior. This includes providing comprehensive training on proper material handling and wastage prevention, implementing accountability measures, and considering incentives for efficient material management. The aim is to foster a culture of responsible material usage and minimize waste. Furthermore, it is crucial to review your markup strategy, analyze labor efficiency, and seek professional guidance when needed. By taking these steps, you can effectively manage your material costs, improve your profitability, and ensure the long-term sustainability of your business. It is important to note that these steps are interconnected and should be implemented as part of a comprehensive material management system. Each step built upon the others, creating a synergistic effect that maximizes cost savings and efficiency. By consistently monitoring, evaluating, and refining your material management practices, you can achieve significant improvements in your bottom line. Finally, remember that effective material management is an ongoing process. It requires continuous attention, adaptation, and improvement. By staying proactive and embracing best practices, you can maintain a competitive edge and ensure the long-term success of your business.